Good afternoon, and welcome to Blue Valley Today. I'm Sabira Rayford.
And I'm Parker Lewis. On today's show, we're looking at some programs available at the Center for Advanced Professional Studies. Let's go to Brandy Samuels, who has an overview of what CAPS is really about.
Juniors and seniors throughout the Blue Valley District are getting a taste of the real world through the CAPS program. The CAPS program gives students an innovative opportunity to explore potential careers.
I like CAPS because I like the freedom of being able to kind of do what I want to do, and it's not like in school where you learn this, you learn that. It's like I have a choice of doing something I really want to do and something I'm really interested in.
Students involved in CAPS are treated like professionals and get to make their own choices and decisions within their potential careers.
But I think it also lets them transition from being a high school kid to an adult that can operate in a real professional world, and all those skills are learned at the CAPS program.
Students are also expected to dress professionally and soon realize that the CAPS program is very different from their home high school.
It's a nice break from school because I feel like they have a lot more confidence in us than our actual teachers at our home school, because I don't know, they really kind of give us our own leeway to do what we want, and it's really refreshing.
CAPS students get the opportunity to try out various career paths before transitioning to college.
And that's a really powerful thing if you think about students who oftentimes go to college, and it's not until their junior or senior year that they get to experience what it's really like to be a part of that. We put that experience ahead, so we give that to them before they even get into college.
Students in their second year of CAPS have learned many skills that they need to be successful.
CAPS has affected me in such a great way. It's opened up opportunities, and it's something that I can put on future resumes and for college applications to help me out for real job experience.
For BVTV, this is Brandy Samuel.
Thanks, Brandy. Let's pass it over to Kendall to take a quick look at weather.
Hey guys, we're here looking at the weather. The current conditions right now, it's about 66 degrees outside and sunny. The high later on today will be 74 degrees and the low will be 47 degrees. On the local radar, there's not much activity going on right now. However, later on in the week, there will be some more activity. I'll be right back with the full forecast.
CAPS Aerospace Engineering, a world full of brilliant minds and creative attitudes. Here's Drew Garrett with the story.
At Aerospace Engineering, the students are working hard and breaking barriers. Here's their instructor to tell us more.
Aerospace engineering is basically a very broad umbrella of different things everywhere from ground level, designing aircraft and structures and the actual mechanical systems and materials things are going to be made out of, to actual in-flight with the forces of flight on the aircraft. Then we also get into outer space and spacecraft and the effects of gravity on the human body and on satellites and things like that. So aerospace in general, depending on what people are interested in, there's really a broad range of things that it encompasses.
Students are going above expectations and are making good use of their free time.
The 20% project, we're making a flight simulator out of a King Air cockpit, and we plan on refinishing it, and we're getting help from a lot of our mentors from Garmin and Black & Veatch to put all the hardware in there and make it look certified. We're trying to get it FAA certified so we can log hours into it.
Mr. Sutcliffe had even more to say about his students and their projects.
So far this semester I've been really impressed with the students who've been in the aerospace engineering class. They've been very professional and they've taken a lead role in really developing these different projects they're working on, everything from the flight simulator project to Project Descent, which is a project where they're sending a balloon up 100,000 feet in the air to take photographs of the KC skyline. That's going to be turned into a planetarium project down at Union Station so that they could actually see these photos on a big screen in a planetarium. So been very impressed with the students here at CAPS.
On Monday, October 3rd at 9:26 a.m., the aerospace students' balloon, sponsored by Dark Matter KC, lifted off. The balloon used 2 cameras to capture the Kansas City skyline. At about 94,000 feet, the balloon burst and touched down at 11:47 a.m. near 219th Street and State Highway Y. The video and camera footage will generate an hour-long performance at Union Station's Arvin Gottlieb Planetarium in May 2012. This is Drew Garrett reporting for BVTV.
At Lakewood Elementary last week, students learned some valuable information. The students participated in an assembly where local recording artists performed their music. The students learned how to be a courteous audience. Some of the teachers stood up in front and gave the students examples of how to act appropriately. Here are some of the students with what they learned.
I think it's important to be a good audience because the people that are performing work hard for what they do. And as fifth graders, we should be examples to the little kids. I learned that it's not very polite to talk when the performer is performing because it's just rude and it could mess them up.
I think it's a good idea to be a good audience because it could mess up the performers and distract them while they're doing their band instruments, and they'll mess up and the music will be bad and they'll have to start over.
Now let's go over to Kendall Showcase to find out about our weather this weekend and beyond.
Hey guys, back to the weather. It's still about 66 degrees and sunny outside with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. On the local radar, there's not much activity going on as of right now. However, later on in the week, there will be some more activity coming about. As for the national radar, we do have some low air pressure over in the east. In a few days, some low air pressure will be coming in from the west and moving across the country, bringing about some rain. As for the national temperatures, it really is quite beautiful weather all around the country. Up north, it's about 50s and 60s degrees. Down south, it's all the way in the 80s and 90s. Throughout the Midwest, it's about in the 60s and 70s, which is still very beautiful. As for the 7-day forecast, today it's sunny, 74 degrees with a low of 47. Saturday, still very sunny, a high of 77 and a low of 56 degrees. Sunday, there'll be a few clouds. Temperatures will drop a little bit, but still a high of 71 and a low of 49. However, on Monday, rain will come in. However, the temperature will still be high at 74 degrees and a low of 47. On Tuesday, temperatures will start to drop. It'll be about 60 degrees.
Everything's looking great. So how's the weekend looking?
The weekend's looking great. It'll be nice and sunny and nice and warm for Southwest Homecoming.
Oh, great. Every business needs a website, and every website needs a designer. The Interactive Design Kids are learning to do just that.
Design is about producing real work for real businesses. Students learn how to get good career opportunities, how to get into a good college, and learn new software programs.
They learn how to pitch ideas to clients, they learn how to revise their ideas, they learn about new technology, they learn how to present in a professional manner.
Benefits for the class include making websites, designing video games, and creating apps.
I heard a lot of great things about it from a friend, and I just figured it would be a great program to be part of to, I guess, accelerate my career after high school.
We're on a video game project for a group called Heavy Weather Films. They're an independent film company, and this is for their film Joan Dark. It's a satire of the tales of Don Quixote. It's posed in a modern time. It's about a girl named Joan who was an engineer in Afghanistan.
That's correct. I'm the team lead on the project. I kind of have to keep everyone reined in and make sure we're all using our time to our best uses, and just making sure that everyone sort of stays on task, mapping out what we have to do next. I'm the main contact with our clients, and then on the other side I'm also the technical lead, so I do work on a lot of the programming and just overall making things work. So it's judging, I guess, both of the sides of the project.
Photographer Drew Garrett, this is Colin Heimlich reporting for BVTV.
The students at Foundations of Medicine class are getting a real taste of what it would be like to be a doctor.
Here's Swetha Gandhi with the inside look.
As I followed the strong smell of formaldehyde, I ended up in a classroom where students were in the process of performing an intense surgery on a cow heart.
This class is called Foundations of Medicine, and the whole purpose of this course is it's an opportunity for students to really feel what it's like to be a physician, a nurse, or a pharmacist, something in the healthcare field.
So many hands-on activities, these students get a real taste of what it would be like to actually be a doctor.
This is more clinical, like it's more hands-on. Like in anatomy, we wouldn't there wouldn't be a dummy in class, and we wouldn't get to do like a breathing tube and a central line, like an IV. And in this class, we get to do all of that, and we get to like go to hospitals and watch surgeries.
We like never have a day where we don't do anything that's hands-on. He's always showing us something, or we're trying it ourselves. And that like experience to be able to do these things yourself is really unique.
But the goal is to be as hands-on as possible. So, we design models that represent organs. We put on IVs. We started central lines. We learned how to place an airway. All practical things.
So far, the class has been preparing very intensely for their first stimulator case at KU. Tomorrow we're going to KU Med Center and we are going to the simulation lab, and we go see Dr. Tarver, and he sets up like a simulation case for us, and one's over cardiac problem and one's over a pulmonary problem. And it is just like our mannequin, except it's much more advanced. Like you can watch its eyes open and close even, just like a real person. It has like a pulse and you can see it breathe. We'll just try to figure out the problem to the best of our abilities and do what we can to see if we can fix it. From performing incisions, injections, and insertions, by the end of the semester, these students are fully guaranteed to be young medicine experts. Reporting for BVTV, this is Swetha Gandhi.
The CAPS Sports Medicine program is learning what it's like to be out in the field. Kendall Schoencase has the story.
It's another typical day here at the CAPS building for the sports medicine students who are practicing their taping skills, working on timing and precision. Ankles, Achilles, wrists, fingers, and shins are just a few examples of all the unique taping skills that the students are taught here in the sports medicine lab and later used in real-life experiences as they work alongside high school athletic trainers.
Favorite part, probably just the fact that it's hands-on. So like we come in here, we pretty much tape every day.
Taping, however, is just one part of this incredible sports medicine program, a program specifically designed to give a head start to high school students interested in the medical field.
I'd like to be a physical therapist just because I like to work with people, injured people, just because I'm one of those people that always get injured.
Just like normal school, this consists of hours of studying, tons of lecturing, and very difficult tests. But what makes this program so unique is the constant hands-on activities, projects, and real-life experiences these students are given.
So semester one is our basic intro course. We look at everything, just the basic foundations of sports medicine, where it started. Then the upper classes, Sports Med 2 is going to be our rotation class. Those are those ones, the kids that are out in the field working in clinics. Anywhere they want to go, we put them. We had a student last year who loved animals but loved PT, so we found her a vet that does PT on animals.
With all this hands-on experience, sports medicine is truly paving the future for these students. For BVTV, this is Kendall Schoencase.
At Aerospace Engineering, the students are working hard and breaking barriers.
There's a science class at CAPS that lets you dive headfirst into lab work.
Dan McCauley and Sabir Rayford had a chance to visit Machineries of Life biology class. Here's what they discovered.
What we do is we start real basic with, a little bit of background information in like chemistry, kind of more of like the macromolecules, and then we really try to get into DNA and protein.
Learning these subjects allow the students to take part in many different projects. For their first assignment, the students had to extract DNA from a chosen organism.
My group chose wheat germ, and we basically went through the steps of isolating DNA from the wheat germ and then extracting it.
We took some scallops and we blended them up and added some things to break up the cells and then extracted our DNA from there.
The CAPS program offers a unique opportunity for students to push their innovative thinking to the limit. These projects allow the students an inside look on the choice of their major.
So this is one of the classes that I felt would prepare me for my pre-med requirements in college.
They get a lot of lab placement as an undergrad, which is kind of rare in college, and I'm looking forward to having an upper hand, basically.
You don't need any specific skills for this class. All you need is to be ready and eager to learn.
We have juniors and seniors in the class, and it's really any student that maybe wants to investigate a little bit further into their science field, somebody that maybe really enjoys labs, enjoys group work, and having that variety of being able to take their knowledge and lab work to that next level.
If you like biology and interesting projects, then Machinery of Life could be the right class for you. With photographer Sabir Rayford, this is Dan McCauley reporting for BVTV.
Blue Valley Middle School learned some important lessons on bullying recently. It was the Love is Louder where the musician Cameron Ernst sang and told stories about how the students could make a difference in eliminating bullying in their school. Students were encouraged to write Love is Louder on their hands to remind them of the message at the assembly. Here's Cameron with more info and also one of the students' thoughts about the assembly.
It can really stand for anything. It can go for what your home life, love is louder than your parents' divorce, or it could go through what you're feeling at school. If you're a kid, love is louder than fear or loneliness or pain, really whatever. You can put it to any kind of situation.
I learned Love is Louder, obviously, and I think that can be applied to a lot of situations in middle school. And I think all my peers learned that by using love and by using positive energy, we can really overcome the negative things that are going on at school.
Alex Hoskovic had a chance to explore the CAPS teaching program, where students get to shadow teachers and actually learn what it's like to be a teacher firsthand.
Smart technology is an everyday part of class for the future teachers at the CAPS program. From smart boards to the growing use of QR codes, students are encouraged to explore new technologies.
We kind of take the viewpoint that instead of banning technology, we probably should educate people on how to use it properly.
And part of educating students includes games. The future teachers at CAPS get hands-on experience with the games that can help their students. One type of game that they use is called Archidemics.
Archidemics, we go into third grade classrooms all over the district and we'll help train the teachers so that they can use these games to help their students learn.
Classes are not all fun and games though. Students use traditional teaching methods to help them learn as well. One tool the CAPS class uses is video recordings. The future teachers are recorded while they teach other classes.
Well, I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I thought this would give me a really good experience, and I really like it because I can go out into classrooms and actually get experience, which I signed up for this class for.
While using new technology is what they strive for, the teachers of tomorrow also like to use traditional teaching methods. From smartboards to songs, the goal is always to help these students learn. With photographer Parker Lewis, this is Alex Hoskovic with BVTV.
A new home for the Parents as Teacher program. The program has moved to the District West building in District Office Complex. They've recently held an open house where board members and other district employees got a chance to see the new facility.
We've been there for almost 22 years now in the district. This is the first time that we are in this building, which is District Center West. We're very excited to be here. We serve over 900 families in the community. Basically, we serve infants from birth to age 3 years of age. We have over 1,100 children in the program. We offer playgroups here 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from either 9:15 to 10:15 or 10:30 to 11:30. We offer Saturday playgroups for our parents at work full-time, so they can come once a month and enjoy our center.
Let's send it over to Dan to see what's been happening with sports.
Hey, thanks guys. Fall sports is well underway, and here are your updates. Girls 6A state tennis is on this weekend in Wichita, and Blue Valley North will be one of the favorites. In 5A, Blue Valley High hopes to repeat last year's title. 6A girls golf is on Monday at Shadow Glen Country Club in Olathe. Both Blue Valley Northwest and North are in the running. Girls 5A golf is in Hays, Kansas, and both Blue Valley and Blue Valley Southwest are sending full teams. Now let's turn to football, where Blue Valley High is still undefeated. Let's take a look at a recent game against Blue Valley North.
Last week, the Tigers took on the Mustangs of Blue Valley North. Tigers were fired up as they looked to improve the record to 5-0 on the season. The Mustangs get the ball first, and they're stopped by the powerful Tigers defense that many teams have struggled against this season. Blue Valley then gets the ball. Zimmerman drops back, airs it out long for Eric Skaggs. Skaggs reels it in, gets one for the Tigers.
Pass is complete.
Later on, Zimmerman hands the ball off to Folks. Folks takes it into scoring position for the Tigers. Zimmerman is then able to run it in for another touchdown for the Tigers. Later on, Tigers have the ball again. Zimmerman hands off to Folks. Folks takes it in the end zone for the easy score for the Tigers. Mustangs have the ball. Throws interception right in the hands of Cole Combs for the Tigers. Mustangs have the ball again. Tigers defense penetrates through the line, stops the Mustangs in their tracks. Zimmerman hands the ball off to Folks. Folks takes it down the sideline just like he did before. The 10-yard line, a horse collar tackle penalty, then puts the Tigers in even better scoring position. This play, Zimmerman decides to take it in himself again. Mustangs out of the ball. Cole Foster goes up. It's the interception for the Tigers. Setting up another big play for the Tigers. Hands off to Justin Folks. Folks takes it down the sideline just as he did before.
Is he like our Conley? Is he our Conley?
Zimmerman hands it off to Floyd. Floyd takes it in for the score for the Tigers. Later on, Zimmerman hands off to Folks. Folks takes it in just like before. Ryan McNerland takes one in. The game ends 77-6 in favor of the Tigers. Tigers now improve the record to 5-0 on the season.
That's it for sports this week. Let's go back to Sabir and Parker.
I recently had the opportunity to find out how this man has made an impact on the Blue Valley community. Former Caps teacher and well-known swimming coach from Blue Valley, Greg House, passed away on August 8th, 2011.
Greg House is a fabulous instructor and coach and a very good friend.
I've heard students say the same thing as athletes have, that he was an inspiration and he did have that personality, that he was a natural born leader, you know, he had that effect on people.
Mr. House said all the time, you got to think with the end in mind.
Once we found out Greg was sick, it was one of those stories. He came to me and said, Chris, I got this pain right here. You know, and this was months. And, you know, it just kept going. I said, Greg, go get it checked out. You know, comes fine. And he gets really sick after that. You know, we're talking by the phone. I want you to come out to the hospital. So I call him, say, I'm coming out. No, I need you to, can we do next week? I'm not feeling very good today. This therapy is killing me, this therapist, and blah, 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 going off, all this kind of stuff. So it just kept getting pushed back, getting pushed back. And so ultimately, I never saw him. The last day of school was the last day I saw Greg. And then I went to Colorado Springs to work at the Olympic Training Center, and when I came back, he had his major stroke and was basically just unresponsive. So I never got a chance to see him, talk to him, anything like that. But the weird situation, and it didn't dawn on me until after I found out that he'd passed away, was this. My wife and I, we sleep with the dog in the room, door's always shut. So I was up late at night, couldn't sleep, was just working. Finally got to bed about 2:15, but was still kind of restless. My door opens. And I'm like, I thought it was my dog. I thought she maybe nudged the door, did something. I look up and Janelle's like, where's the dog? I'm like, well, she's right here. So I get up, walk around the house, you know, check everything out, make sure the girls are okay, all that kind of stuff. Go back into bed, shut the door. A few minutes later, it opens again. This time it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm like, oh, this is weird. And just kind of, again, check everything, make sure the door was shut. I mean, the door was latched shut, it was closed. Didn't think much about it. Didn't, you know, but right after that, fell right asleep. I was good. Woke up next morning, feeling pretty good, went to class, got a phone call from Donna Deeds that Greg had passed away, that he passed away at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I have no doubt in my mind that that was Greg in my room. Just basically coming to see me to say, I'm okay, we're okay, I thank you for your friendship, and I'm sorry we didn't get to see each other before you went.
Well, before Coach House came into our program, we were kind of the, you know, mess around, slacking off team. We didn't really have a set, this is what we need to do and this is what we need to accomplish in order to get what we want, you know. He definitely changed our work ethic and what hard work means, and he showed us through hard work and dedication we can get what we want.
He taught with us for 2 years and passed away this summer from lung cancer, which is tragic. But it's our mission to carry forward his legacy, and that's what we're doing today.
And we really miss him.
Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure and check out this show on YouTube, Capside Media. I'm Parker Lewis.
And I'm Sabir Rayford, and we'll see you again soon.